watching NBC10 at Issue.
Few presidencies have started out in their first 6 months with such activity and such crises at home and abroad as the presidency of Barack Obama. The bad economy, joblessness worsening, 2 wars, and potential for more trouble involving North Korea or Iran. Rescaled auto companies, business bailouts, the Recovery Act, the deficit, and more, all going on. With me now, our veteran political analyst, Dr. Donna Gentile O'Donnell, Jeff Jubileer, and Renee Moore. Ms. Moore, of course, also Deputy Chair of the Pennsylvania Republican State Committee. So let's deal with health care first. That has been front and center for weeks now, particularly this past week with the president's primetime news conference. Where do you think he is right now? Is he in any way weaker because it appears he's not going to make his deadline?
Well, he has to spend political capital on getting this through. That is abundantly clear, and that's what that press conference was about.
Doesn't really matter about the timing?
Well, it matters because everything is harder to do the longer it gets drawn out, and we are imminently, the Congress is going to go into summer session. So there is certainly a high-pressure demand for his time and his attention.
Jeff Jubileer, a lot of Republicans are perceived as being, and some are right out saying it, that they look at this as, their words, the Waterloo, that they see defeating the president's overall agenda, maybe even the presidency itself, by not giving him anything that he wants here on health care.
But here's the difference, Steve. This, to me, is not a bipartisan effort. It's a tripartisan effort. And what I mean here, there are a number of congressional Democrats, conservatives, what they call blue dog Democrats, who are not supporting the current version of what Obama is supporting. Obama has to get those folks in line before he even gets Republicans.
Are they not supporting that because the spin that's going on out there by those that want to defeat the president has thrown in the air a lot of things that might be misinformation about the health care plan? Or are you saying no, it's
right? Well, the bottom line, they're not supporting it because they're looking at there's not going to be equality of care. It's not a clear message of where this money is really coming from. Is it really going to be affordable? Then you're talking about 47 million people. What about the rest of the people that do have health care? Why are you going to spin and mix all that up without even really evaluating the whole situation?
But the president says the reason that has to happen is because we all know prices have been going up ridiculously in health care, and then it's coming out of people's pockets. He says if something isn't done to reform this, no one will be able to afford it. More people will be kicked off. The people who have pre-existing conditions have a hard time getting care.
Well, one of the problems for the Republicans on the partisan end of this is that there has been high rhetoric associated with making sure that people get health care on both sides. The problem is that I think the Democratic Party has advanced an agenda under the rubric of the Obama administration that is speaking to the hearts and minds and pocketbooks of people that are in trouble. So there is a real demand that this get addressed.
But here's the thing, Donna, can the president, and a lot of people say they're not hearing this from him, can he guarantee that the person that likes their health care coverage today, that can go to a doctor and say, I don't want the blue pill, I want the red pill, can still get the red pill under future plans if all this reform happens?
I think that right now there are 3 bills. Each of them are 1,000 pages long. Working out the details and managing the Congressional Budget Office and re-crunching all those numbers. This is a lot of hard work. So they've got their work cut out for them. I don't think we get to the end of the congressional session with a final product. I do think that it can get done in the fall. That's my best estimation.
Answer the question. They can't get the pill that they want. That's the bottom line.
Well,
my husband has a chronic illness. I don't want where the president is going because those people are not we're not going to get what he needs as far as health care. So let's really be clear. The quality is going to be an issue. The Mayo Clinic has jumped in where the president first said they were, supporting them and they were wonderful. They're saying the quality is going to be lost. Please.
Here's the problem. There are quality issues now. I mean, there are health care plans. There are health care plans now that are requiring the generics be provided in the absence of a name brand. So the quality issues are they're not being addressed now, and there's a chance they can be addressed in this.
Jeff Jubileer, I know you're sitting in between.
I feel like I'm right.
I'm glad he's in between us.
They both have health care backgrounds.
I'm glad he's in between.
One of the things that Philadelphia Business Journal had a poll in the last week or so, and they asked their internet readers and other readers to basically, who do you think is mostly to blame for the high cost of health care? And the number 1 position, which was I think about 33% or so, was the insurance industry. The same people that defeated this effort at reform in the early to mid-90s. So as Republicans sit there, are they not just defending the insurance industry?
I don't think so. In the insurance industry, let's be clear, they have said that they are for health care reform. They are for everyone needing and requiring coverage. It's what it looks like. And we can read polls just like anyone else, Republicans, Democrats, and Americans across the aisle. If you look at the polls from the beginning of when Obama's plan was introduced to now, it's a downward slope. And the more time that goes on, the August recess on, is scary for Obama.
Well, next, the professor, the policeman, and the president in a moment. Stay tuned.
You're watching NBC 10 at Issue. Philadelphia, home to great firsts. The first taste of electricity. Yowza! The first Dear George letter. And now, the first traffic report that doesn't keep you waiting. NBC 10 News today, giving Philadelphia another great first, because waiting for your traffic report has gotten old. NBC 10 News today, weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m.
This summer, discover why Lincoln, why now. Right now, get 0% financing on the Lincoln MKX or lease it for only $459 a month. Visit your Lincoln Mercury dealer or locallm.com for details.
Ooh, that's quite a bruise. What happened?
Slipped getting into the tub.
You're lucky you didn't break something. That's why I had a shower conversion by Bath Fitter. Bath Fitter came into our house, pulled out the old tub, and installed a safe walk-in shower. Bath Fitter's one-piece wall design means there's no place for mold. It easily wipes clean.
Don't be fooled by imitators. There's only one Bath Fitter.
We're the perfect fit.
Okay, you're all set.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna have my accountant check this out, look for any hidden costs.
Well, there are no surprise costs.
Yeah,
It's the same price we talked about.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's right. I'll send you my bill.
At Pearl Vision, there are no surprises at our register. Another way we're different. And our offers are different too. Right now, it's buy one complete pair of eyeglasses and get a second pair free for you or anyone in your family. Visit pearlvision.com for a store near you.
This summer, discover why Lincoln, why now. Right now, get 0% financing on the Lincoln MKS or lease it for only $459 a month. Visit your Lincoln Mercury dealer or locallm.com for details.
You're watching NBC 10 at Issue.
And we're back on NBC 10 at Issue with Donna Gentile O'Donnell, Jeff Jubileer, and Renee Amore. The president, the policeman, the Cambridge incident, and his friend Professor Gates. I don't want to talk about the incident itself because I don't know what happened there. What I want to talk about is what the president said in his Wednesday night news conference and the reaction to it. Jeff Jubileer.
I would put the words back at President Obama. What he said was stupid. I mean, he is taking a lot of heat for his comments. As I came in, I looked at a few days ago at TV, I saw a press conference that the Cambridge police were having defending their officer. And Obama should have just said, I chose my words poorly, and he wasn't there. That's what he wasn't there.
The thing that is, I think, the most unfortunate is that it was the last question of a healthcare press conference. And all of the important stuff that got talked about was eclipsed by that remark.
Renee?
The bottom line is, I have to agree with Jeff. He shouldn't have said it. He should have stayed out of it. And if he had to respond because the question was asked, just say, look, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
Can he get out of this quickly?
No, absolutely not. I think he's going to keep going on and on.
In the 24/7 news cycle, he'll be out of it quickly.
But not yet. But not yet.
Not yet.
This has hurt him amongst the Fraternal Order of Police and other important audiences.
6 months into his presidency, give him a grade, Donna.
A.
C.
C.
All right, does that come out as a B minus?
We're grading on a curve.
Well, I mean, given the fact that he's
state budget.
picking
We
up.
have a few seconds left. The state budget, as of this moment, still not done. Why is it not done? Are we missing some key players here, and that's why it's not done?
Absolutely, Steve. You're missing people like Fumo, who was very instrumental. Jubileer, Senator Jubileer, absolutely. John Prezell, not being involved. You're looking at not you. You relate to him, but leadership. You had strong leadership. They had experience. They've been there for a while. You have new kids on the block. They're having a hard time.
Last word.
I largely agree with what Renee said. There's still some leadership there.
Well,
but
that's it for this edition of NBC 10 Edition. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Highsmith. Stay tuned for Chris Matthews.